What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, March 21st, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. The stars of Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice turned out for the eagerly awaited movie's New York premiere at Radio City Music Hall in New York Sunday evening. Cast members Amy Adams, Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Jesse Eisenberg, Gal Gadot, Holly Hunter, and Diane Lane were all photographed on the red carpet. Will Smith, who will be seen later this year in the supervillain ensemble picture Suicide Squad, also attended the gala. Set to open nationwide Friday, Batman vs. Superman boasts the first big screen pairing of Batman/Bruce Wayne and Superman/Clark Kent. A synopsis says, fearing the actions of a godlike superhero left unchecked, Gotham's own formidable, forceful vigilante takes on Metropolis's most revered modern-day savior while the world wrestles with what sort of hero it really needs. And with Batman and Superman at war with each other, a new threat quickly arises, putting mankind in greater danger than it has ever known before. As Season 2 of Daredevil debuts on Netflix, star Charlie Cox has discussed how he feels his character could fit in with Marvel's premier superhero team, the Avengers. Despite Daredevil having a darker tone than the films in which the Avengers appear in, Cox still thinks the pairing could work. The actor said to comicbook.com, some people have said that they've wondered about, based on the tone of the show, how Matt would fit in with the Avengers, referring to Daredevil's alter ego defense of turning Matt Murdock. He said, I was reading Civil War the other day, and Matt Murdock is kind of an asshole. He's in the back, standing around grumping a lot of the time, and every now and then he just says, well, we're not doing that, or something to that effect, and I'm like, that's the character, we're fine. Explain how the man without fear might function in this summer's upcoming Captain America Civil War. He also added, so tonally, with Matt, I think we're right on point, and he'll be a perfect fit in the larger MCU. Cox has expressed interest in appearing in an Avengers film, before noting, however, that despite taking place in the same Marvel universe, the company's slate of film and television characters are being kept apart from now. He said, Marvel TV and Marvel Studios are two very different things. Even if the character was to appear in that film, that doesn't necessarily mean I would appear in the film. I would pick a fight with the guy that they pick. Fans start to speculate whether Marvel's Netflix stable of characters, including Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and The Punisher, could appear in the next Avengers adventure, Infinity War, after the film's directors Anthony and Joe Russo mentioned that how the project would unite the Marvel Universe and feature 67 characters. The director have since changed their statement, saying that they were being figurative. In any case, if Cox does not get to appear in an Avengers film, he can still look forward to Netflix's own superhero crossover series, where it combines all of its characters to form the Defenders. Daredevil Season 2 is now streaming on Netflix. Amber Heard will indeed appear in Warner Bros. Pictures' forthcoming Justice League and Aquaman movies. The 29-year-old actress confirmed she will play the Undersea Queen Mira, love interest to Aquaman, played by Jason Momoa, in an interview with Entertainment Tonight on Thursday. The star dished of her costume, it's interesting, I'm wearing like half suit of armor, half scales. It's strange, we're in the process of building it now, so it's coming along. Heard was first linked to the projects in January. She will appear as Mira in the Justice League Part 1 in 2017, before returning in the Aquaman solo movie in 2018. In the DC Comics, Mira is the former queen of Dimension Aqua, who becomes the queen of Atlantis. She possessed super strength and the ability to control and solidify water, and was previously portrayed by Elena Satin in the WBCW series Smallville. Justice League will be directed by Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice helmer Zack Snyder. The movie will feature an ensemble cast with Ben Affleck as Batman, Henry Cavill as Superman, and Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Aquaman, meanwhile, will be helmed by The Conjuring director James Wan. The standalone film will focus on Aquaman, played by Momoa, the brooding king of Atlantis, who possessed super strength and the ability to telepathically communicate with marine life. Momoa told The Hollywood Reporter in April, Justice League is quite a ways off. I'll bring my professionalism there. I'll bring my sense of humor. Hopefully people will like that. If they don't, I'll modify it. Heard is known for the films The Rum Diary, Magic Mike 2, and The Danish Girl, and will also star in London Fields with Theo James. She married actor Johnny Depp in February 2015. Screenwriter David Koepp has signed on to pen the script for the upcoming fifth installment of the Indiana Jones film franchise. Disney announced this week that director Steven Spielberg and star Harrison Ford will reunite for the as-of-yet untitled picture, which is set for a 2019 theatrical release. The Hollywood Reporter said Friday Koepp had been hired to pen the adventure. However, no details regarding the plot have been revealed. The scribe previously worked with Spielberg on Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jurassic Park, and War of the Worlds. He also co-wrote Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, the fourth movie in the series. Actress Kristen Bell says she is just about to start recording her lines for the sequel to the 2013 animated blockbuster Frozen. Asked by Clarita if she has begun work on the eagerly awaited cartoon adventure about royal sisters and their talking snowman friend, Bell replied, "Not yet, we're just about to." She continued by saying they're just writing it and they're still doing tweaks, but I think we should be recording this month. The story is great and they exude quality. What I know about that whole team is that they wouldn't just put something out to put it out. That's why it took them so long to even announce that we were going to do a second one. Generally, when you have a first successful movie, you want to make a second one. It took them a while because they want to figure out what story they needed to tell and what would be important and engaging, and I think they found it. The original film's writer, Jennifer Lee, will once again co-direct with Chris Buck. Also expected to return from the first Frozen movie are voice actors Josh Gad and Idina Menzel. Drew Barrymore and Timothy Olyphant are to star in a single-camera comedy series called Santa Clarita Diet, Netflix announced. Created and written by Victor Fresco, the show is expected to premiere in 2017. Olyphant and Barrymore will play married realtors leading vaguely discontented lives in the LA suburb of Santa Clarita until Sheila goes through a dramatic change, sending both of their lives down a road of death and destruction, but in a good way, a synopsis tease. Cindy Holland, Netflix's vice president of original content, said in a statement Friday, "The genius casting of Timothy and Drew combined with Victor's unique comedic sensibility will delight and definitely surprise our members around the world." Amy Schumer is feeling overexposed due to her increased celebrity status in a new promo for Season 4 of Comedy Central's Inside Amy Schumer. The clip released Thursday features the comedian visiting with a doctor inside an examination room. The physician explains to a concerned Schumer, "Amy, the test came back positive. I'm sorry to tell you that you've been overexposed." The new ailment, the doctor explains, is from being on the cover of magazines and popular social media posts too much. Schumer asks, "What's the cure?" He recommends, referencing the hit sketch comedy series, "Go away for a while, no late-night TV show appearances, no podcasts, and do not go back to your basic cable television show." Schumer replies, "No can do, doc. I've got to follow my heart and keep exposing myself." The joke is a reference to Schumer's career taking off in 2015 following the success of her romantic comedy Trainwreck. The 34-year-old explained to Entertainment Weekly about the origins of the joke. One of our writers, Christine Nagel, said it at an awards show. She said, "I couldn't be there because I was being treated for overexposure. It's hilarious. When it came to market this season, I was like, let's totally lean into it." Inside executive producer Dan Powell added, "We do touch a little bit on Amy's high profile. It has to be weird not to. After the years she's had, we want to acknowledge that, but also make fun of it." Inside Amy Schumer returns to Comedy Central April 21st. Judd Hirsch will guest star on a forthcoming episode of The Big Bang Theory. Showrunner Steve Molaro and star Johnny Galecki, who plays Leonard, announced the 81-year-old actor will play Leonard's dad at a PallyFest panel Wednesday. Leonard's dad, an anthropologist, was previously mentioned on the CBS series but has not been seen thus far. Hirsch is best known for playing Alice Rigger on Taxi and will appear on The Big Bang Theory Season 9 finale. Galecki said of Hirsch, "I ran up to him and just kind of bombarded him with verbalization. I did share with him, and this is true, that we will be shooting the pilot. I watched the first 2 or 3 seasons of Taxi." He explained Alex and Leonard are just as much at times a voice of reason as they are just as confused as everyone else. It just kind of went from there. The Big Bang Theory co-stars Kaylee Kuko, Jim Parsons, Simon Helberg, and Kunal Nayar, and airs Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on CBS. The sitcom is the #1 comedy on television, and hundreds of fans attended the show's PallyFest panel. Galecki wrote on Instagram, "Thanks to all the incredible fans for showing up at Pally Center tonight. We all had a lot of laughs, didn't we? Wish I could fit all of your faces into the frame. Be well, and thank you dearly for all your love and support." Hirsch is also known for playing John Lacey on Dear John and Alex Epps on Numbers. The actor recently guest starred on The Goldbergs and will reprise his role as Julius Levinson in Independence Day Resurgence. From the makers of Sharknado, Sci-Fi's latest television movie brings together members of the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC to fight off zombies in Dead 7. The made-for-TV movie stars Backstreet Boys members Nick Carter, AJ McLean, and Harry Duro, along with Joey Fatone and Chris Kilpatrick of NSYNC. Produced by Carter, the group of singers will be accompanied also by 98 Degrees' Jeff Timmons and Old Town's Eric Michael Estrada, Jacob Underwood, Trevor Pennick, and Dan Miller. The film's premise centers around the ragtag group joins forces in the Wild West in order to ride a small town of zombies in a post-apocalyptic alternative timeline. A trailer released exclusively on BuzzFeed showcased Carter, Fatone, and the others battling out against a deadly, promising plenty of action and blood. Dead 7 premieres on Sci-Fi Fridays, April 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Recently, the Backstreet Boys revealed that they are interested in a Las Vegas residency. McLean said of the possibility, "We are talking about it, we are looking into it right now, and we'll see," before disclosing that the group is back to making new music. He added, "We'll see what happens. Right now, we're actually back in the studio making our ninth album." The Little Prince has landed at Netflix and is expected to premiere in 2016. The streaming site acquired the French stop-motion animated movie after Paramount Pictures dropped the film last week, just days before its scheduled U.S. release date. The Little Prince was to open in theaters March 18th. Deadline reported Paramount Pictures' decision came out of the blue, surprising director Mark Osborne, who directed Kung Fu Panda, and producers Dimitri Rassim and Anton Samach. The movie premiered out of competition at the Cannes International Film Festival in May and was released in France in July. The film earned over $88 million in theaters and is the most successful French animated movie abroad of all time. The Little Prince is based on the Antoine de Saint-Exupéry novel of the same name. Jeff Bridges voices an eccentric old man who shares the story with a child prodigy played by Mackenzie Foy, who lives with her overbearing mother played by Rachel McAdams. Riley Osborne voices the Little Prince, with Paul Rudd as Mr. Prince, James Franco as the Fox, Marion Cotillard as the Rose, and Benicio del Toro as the Snake. Paul Giamatti, Albert Brooks, and Ricky Gervais also have voice roles. Dylan O'Brien was rushed to the hospital Thursday after sustaining injuries on the Maze Runner The Death Cure set. Sources told TMZ the 24-year-old actor is undergoing treatment for severe injuries, including multiple broken bones, at a hospital in British Columbia where the movie is being filmed. O'Brien was reportedly shooting a scene involving a car when something went wrong and he was run over by the vehicle. A 20th Century Fox spokesperson said the film will shut down production as the actor recovers. The company said in a statement Friday Dylan O'Brien was injured yesterday while filming. He was immediately transferred to a local hospital for observation. Our thoughts go out to Dylan for a full and speedy recovery. O'Brien's publicist Jennifer Allen didn't have details on the star's present condition, but said early reports indicate he will make a full recovery. WorkSafe BC, which investigates workplace accidents in British Columbia, will look into the incident. O'Brien plays Thomas in the Maze Runner movies, which are based on the James Dashner series of books. The first two movies, The Maze Runner and The Maze Runner The Scorch Trials, earned a combined $660 million at the box office. Maze Runner The Death Cure is the final installment and will open in theaters February 17, 2017. Brian is also known for playing Stiles Stilinski on MTV's series Teen Wolf and will star in Deepwater Horizon with Mark Wahlberg. Sony Pictures has released online a trailer for its upcoming thriller The Shallows starring Blake Lively. The 90-second clip, which has already gotten 1 million views since it appeared Friday, it shows the actress as an injured surfer clinging to some rocks as huge sharks circle her. A synopsis says Nancy is surfing alone on a secluded beach when she is attacked by a great white shark and stranded just a short distance from shore. She says, though she is only 200 yards from survival, getting there proves the ultimate contest of wills. It's Jaws for a new generation. The Shallows is to open in theaters June 24th. Retired wrestler Hulk Hogan was awarded $115 million for economic harm and emotional distress in his invasion of privacy sex tape case against Gawker.com. The New York Times said the amount exceeded to the $100 million the celebrity, whose real name is Terry G. Bollea, have requested. Punitive damages will be established separately and may raise the amount considerably high. Witnesses says Bollea wept as the jury was read late Friday afternoon after the jury deliberated for about 6 hours. Bollea's lawyers called the decision a, quote, a statement as to the public's disgust with the invasion of privacy disguised as journalism. His legal team says the verdict says no more. Gawker founder Nick Denton vowed to fight the decision. He said, we feel very positive about the appeal that we've already begun preparing as we expect to win this case ultimately. Gawker.com released footage in 2012 from a black and white video made in the mid-2000s showing Bolia having sex with the wife of a friend, Tom Clem, a radio shock jock known as Bubba the Love Sponge. The website argued that the publication of the tape is protected by the U.S. Constitution, stating Bolia surrendered his right to privacy by publicly discussing his sex life. Bolia's lawyers maintained the release of the video was an invasion of privacy with no news value that would allow Gawker to invoke the First Amendment for protection. Dutch actress Clarice Van Houten and her partner, Australian actor Guy Pearce, are expecting their first child. Van Houten, 39, who plays Melisandre on HBO's Game of Thrones, and Pearce is known for his work in the films Memento and LA Confidential. Van Houten's publicist told The Hollywood Reporter Clarice and Guy are thrilled to be expecting their first child. The baby's gender and anticipated birthday were not revealed. Pearce announced last October that he and his wife, Kate Minshead, have split up after 18 years of marriage. Ginger Z is hard at work on Dancing with the Stars just 3 months after welcoming her son Adrian. The 35-year-old Good Morning America meteorologist discussed balancing the ABC reality competition with motherhood in the March 28 issue of People. The new mom said, I knew I was going to hit the ground running. I think the schedule is going to be pretty grueling, but not in the way that I can't handle it. Z and husband Ben Aaron married in 2014 and welcomed Adrian in December. The television personality was announced for Dancing with the Stars this month and has since started rehearsals with her professional partner, Val Chemerinsky. She wrote Thursday in a blog for ABC News before March 1st, this breastfeeding mama hadn't been away from home for more than 4 hours. So the idea of flying to Los Angeles, putting on a mini dancing outfit, and starting rehearsal seems daunting. She revealed, my poor partner Val has to start from scratch with me. I'm going to fight through the pain because this is such an amazing opportunity. I feel so fortunate to get the chance to learn to dance, the wardrobe, the sets. It is all a dream come true. She also says, people keep asking me how I will do it all. I just say I have the best support system, friends, family, and my baby behind me. I am inspired by all the other mothers who have taken on this much and more. If they can do it, so can I. Dancing with the Stars Season 22 will premiere on Monday. Pope Francis joined Instagram on Saturday, amazing nearly 300,000 followers within hours of opening his account. The popular pontiff's first post featured a photo of him kneeling with his hands clasped and his eyes closed. It's captioned, pray for me, rezad por mí, pregrete por mí, presi por moi. The leader of the Roman Catholic Church amazed 284 followers within the first few hours his account was open. His profile reads, I want to walk with you along the way of God's mercy and tenderness. A passing to report, actor Judd Santos, most known for his role as Lieutenant Dennis Becker on the Rockford Files, has died at the age of 84, according to his son Perry Santos. Speaking with TMZ, Perry explained that his father suffered a heart attack Wednesday at his home in Los Angeles. After being placed on life support, Santos died Friday at a hospital in Santa Monica. Santos notably won an Emmy in 1979 for his role as Decker, starred James Garner's title character Cop's friend on the Rockford Files, and remained with the hit drama series 6 seasons and across its multiple television movies. Santos also starred in Magnum P.I., Miami Vice, Quantum Leap, MacGyver, and The Sopranos. He was most recently featured in the 2015 film Chronic. Santos is survived by his 2 sons and daughter. British actor and comedian Eddie Izzard has reached his goal to run 27 marathons in 27 days. The 54-year-old entertainer began his Sport Relief charity fundraising challenge February 23rd in South Africa and completed his final feat, a double marathon of 54 miles, Sunday. The journey, which saw Izzard running more than 700 miles in temperatures of up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, was documented by the BBC. Izzard gasps after making to the finish line, it's been the hardest thing I've ever done, and I'm very tired. Thank you to everyone who's donated to Sports Relief. This was tough, so don't do this at home. Last month, he explained in a statement that he was inspired to run 27 marathons in 27 days for sports relief after seeing the film Invictus. Izzard noted the film featured a poem called Invictus, one of Nelson Mandela's favorite poems during his 27 years in prison. He used it to give himself determination to keep himself going and keep his spirit alive. It's a beautiful poem about being the master of your own fate and destiny. Watching the film, I suddenly realized I have to run in South Africa. I should run 27 marathons in 27 days as a salute to the great man. It is also a salute to all who struggle and fought against apartheid. So I'm delighted to be doing this for sports relief. But of course, 27 marathons in 27 days is nothing compared to what Nelson Mandela did by serving 27 years in prison. He was a great soul and leaving a fantastic legacy for the world. P.S. I tried to do this 4 years ago and failed. This time I will succeed, but if I fail, I will come back again and again and again until I do succeed, because that's what Nelson Mandela would have done. Iggy Azalea and Nick Young are putting their wedding plans on pause. The 25-year-old Australian rapper revealed the news in an interview Friday on Air with Ryan Seacrest. Azalea and the 30-year-old Los Angeles Lakers shooting guard will postpone their nuptials to accommodate the singer's new tour. The star said, I actually moved my wedding because I have to tour, so my wedding plans are changing. It was going to happen at the end of the year, but now I have to go to work. We'll probably have to wait until the end of the next basketball season to do that. She shared, Nick is really awesome and great and totally understanding and does not mind. He's like, I can't be a bachelor for longer, and he's like really milking it. He really is milking the whole thing. He's really happy. Azalea and Young have been together since 2013 and got engaged in June. The singer previously told Vogue she's fell in love with Young because he's completely wacky, spontaneous, and insane. Azalea Recording artist Adele is headlining England's Glastonbury Festival of Contemporary Performing Arts. The festival is scheduled for June 22nd to the 26th. Organizer Emily Avis tweeted, what a great honor it is to have the wonderful Adele confirmed for this year's Saturday night headlining spot on the Pyramid Stage. Radiohead frontman Tom York took to Twitter to express frustration the band's new tour sold out in minutes online, with many fans crying foul after being shut out. York posted after thousands of fans lined up to buy tickets to Radiohead's Waste Tour, its first in 4 years. I'm as pissed off as you are, and I'm only human. The band had initiated a strict identification system in an effort to prevent online tickets bots from swarming sites and gobbling up all the tickets in a matter of minutes, which is precisely what happened when they went on sale Friday. The band said in a Facebook post, the venue rules will still apply, and those purchasing tickets on secondary sites could run the risk of being denied entry if they are found with tickets that violate the ID policy, which will still be in place despite the obvious ticket trolling online. Ticket update demand for tickets have far exceeded supply, and all Radiohead's headline shows are now sold out. The band said, please carefully check the original rules for the venue concerned. Many of the tickets will be named, and the stringent ID checks will be in place, so you risk being refused entry to the venue. We hope you understand the need to put such measures in place to give more fans a chance to get to the shows. Fans of the legendary indie rock group, known for their emotionally charged songs, poke fun at the situation on Twitter, with one shout-out fan commenting, off to listen to Exit music on loop now while sitting under a cold shower weeping gently. The animated adventure Zootopia ruled the roast at the North American box office for a third consecutive weekend, earning an additional $38 million in receipts, Rentrack announced Sunday. The film features a voice cast that includes Jennifer Goldwyn, Jason Bateman, and Idris Elba. Coming in number 2 between Friday and Sunday is the Divergent series Allegiant with $29 million, followed by Miracles from Heaven at number 3 with $15 million, 10 Cloverfield Lane at number 4 with $12.5 million, and Deadpool at number 5 with $8 million. Rounding up the top tier are London Has Fallen, number 6 with $6.9 million, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot at number 7 with $2.8 million, The Perfect Match at number 8 with $1.9 million, The Brothers Grimsby at number 9 with $1.4 million, and The Revenant at number 10 with $1.2 million. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1980, the famous Dallas cliffhanger airs. On this date in 1980, J.R. Ewing, the character millions love to hate on the television's popular primetime drama Dallas, is shot by an unknown assailant. The shooting made the season-ending episode one of TV's most famous cliffhangers, inspired widespread media coverage, and left America wondering who shot J.R. for the next 8 months. On November 21st, 1980, the premiered episode of Dallas's third season solved the mystery, identifying Kristen Shepard, J.R.'s mistress, and his wife's sister as the culprit. The CBS television network debuted debuted the first 5-episode pilot season of Dallas in 1978. It went on to run for another 12 full-length seasons. The first show of its kind, Dallas was dubbed a primetime soap opera for its serial pilots and dramatic tales of moral excess. The show revolved around the relations of two Texas oil families, the wealthy, successful Ewings and the perpetually down out of their luck Barnes clan. The family's patriarchs, Jock Ewing and Digger Barnes, were former partners locked in a year-long feud over oil fields Barnes claims had been stolen by Ewing. To make matters interesting, Ewing's youngest son, Bobby, played by Patrick Duffy, and Barnes' daughter, Pam, played by Victoria Principal, have married, linking the battling clans even more closely. The character of J.R. Ewing, Bobby's oldest brother, and a greedy, conniving, womanizing scoundrel was played by Larry Hagman. In the wake of the season-ending cliffhanger episode A House Divided, audiences were hard-pressed to guess who was responsible for the shooting. J.R. had a host of enemies. That summer, the question, who shot J.R., entered the national lexicon, becoming a popular T-shirt slogan and heightening anticipation of the soap's third season, which was to come in the fall. Much to the dismay of Dallas fans, the premiere was delayed because of a Screen Actors Guild strike. When it finally aired, the episode revealing the shooter became one of television's most watched shows, with an audience of 83 million people, and helped put Dallas into greater worldwide circulation. It also popularized the use of the cliffhanger by TV writers. The shooting of J.R. was not Dallas's only notorious plot twist. In September 1986, fans learned that the entire previous season, in which main character Bobby Ewing had died, was merely a dream of Pam's. The show's writers had killed the Bobby character off because Duffy had decided to leave the show. When he agreed to return, they showed him stepping out of the shower on the season-ending cliffhanger, and then were forced the next season to explain his sudden reappearance. The last new episode of Dallas aired on May 3rd, 1991. A spin-off, Knots Landing, aired from December 27, 1979 until May 13, 1993. Dallas remains in syndication around the world. And that was your entertainment report for Monday, March 21st, 2016. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.